What's up, everyone? I'm Jeremy Spencer and
Chris Kael from Five Finger Death Punch.
And you're watching Distortia.
So we're here with Five Finger Death Punch, Jeremy, and Chris, and we got a few questions for him, so might as well get right to it. Sure. Can you tell us a time when someone has told you how your music has affected them, and how has that impacted you or your career?
Well, I really want to be sarcastic right now, but you know what? We hear that from time to time, and people, they'll relate to something that Ivan's talking about. Obviously, he writes a lot of relationship-based lyrics, so they're relatable, and I think that you can't go wrong there. It's a connective element that really works, and a lot of people latch on to our lyrics and they say, dude, you got me through a tough time, this breakup, blah, 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 you know. I mean, it's really cool that music can do that.
Right. Get a lot from the military guys as well, doing the meet and greets and whatnot. They're always like, man, you helped me so much, getting me through the rough times over there. Right. So we hear that a lot during the meet and greets and whatnot.
Gotta imagine it's kind of hard for them over there. And, they hear good music that kind of pulls them back to America.
I could not imagine.
Right. What would you like someone seeing you for the first time live to take away from your experience?
A broken nose?
Yeah, I was just going to say, leaving on a stretcher would be cool. No, we want them to leave the show going, man, you have to see that. I was there, dude. You have to go check that out. We just want to make it. We're fans of big rock shows. We grew up watching all the huge arena bands with the huge mascots and cool merch and big packages, just the whole deal, man. So
big bands with kids.
Yeah, I mean, those are life-altering, impacting bands for musicians, like me. So we're just trying to make the most over-the-top show we can, basically.
Most memorable show and why?
Wow, man, Rammstein maybe in Germany last year. Incredible, man. Just the production value and stuff that they pulled off. I can't believe what I was seeing, man. I mean, I never really was a huge fan of the music. I like the grooves and stuff, but it wasn't like a band I jammed a lot. But once I saw the show, I was an instant fan, dude. They blew me away. Incredible.
That's kind of how I was with Volbeat.
Oh yeah.
When we were at band camp, I had never seen Volbeat before, and they opened up.
Solid band, man. Yeah.
Man, it just blew me away. I was just stunned by the.
Yeah, they're really coming on right now. A lot of hype right now. Yeah, for sure.
Mine was Sepultura on probably the Chaos AD album, I guess. Yeah, and mainly just because the crowd was absolutely insane on that one. So it's just like a huge crowd experience. I don't remember much about the show, but I remember the environment and how much energy there was in the room. That was it for me.
Cool. Hardest moment you have ever had on the road?
Waking up this morning. I was like, God, no. You wake up, how hungover am I going to be? You open your eye like this, not too bad. But today
like the grilled cheese out of the eye.
Yeah. It's pretty brutal. I don't know, man. It gets hard from time to time. You get beaten down. It's taxing, but it's awesome. How can you complain about this gig, man?
Right.
You're playing to thousands of people that love your music and sing along.
You don't have any particular, nothing ever happened while you were on the road that maybe struck you real hard because you weren't there or anything like that?
No, really, thank God. I haven't really had to deal with anything that heavy except just being hungover. So that's not too bad, I guess.
Yeah.
Nothing hard for you to get?
I'm dealing with an issue with my pug right now. My pug's having weird things going on with the back legs right now, and that's difficult being out on the road. Having other people checking it out for me and trying to watch over it. So that's if that's the hardest problem I've got out here, that's pretty damn good.
Right. I understand that because I'm an animal lover too.
Oh, yeah.
So you're away from your animal or whatever.
That sucks, yeah.
You feel like it's like a kid. It's like a kid.
Oh yeah,
your kids.
Yeah.
Especially when you don't have kids. It's like,
yeah, exactly.
oh my God, where's my animal? Right? What was the worst band you were ever in, and what qualifies as the worst?
Well, to a rhetorical question. We're in it now.
It's a present band excluded, of course.
No, I don't know, man. I mean, I learned so much of what to do, what not to do in other bands, and I wouldn't dog any band. I'm not going to name any band specifically, but you know what? It made me what I am and helped get me where I am. So it was necessary, part of the process, you know.
Yeah, and if you're joining up with bands that suck, then you probably in it for the wrong reason, you know. Just you don't have the foresight to avoid a band that's crap.
That's your excuse then.
I just wanted to watch football with you. That's all. Yeah.
He was like, well, the money was good, so yeah, sure, why not?
Well, I mean, I was bartending in Vegas, so I mean,
it's a small step though. Musical family influences. Do you have any, and how do you feel it has impacted what you are doing today?
Yeah, I mean, both my parents. My mom was a music professor, and she was a drummer as well. She wasn't very good, but
that's what she taught me.
They let me bang on drums for years in the house. They were supportive and let me go through some horrible bands and making obnoxious songs and stuff, but they were always supportive, man. So I was fortunate.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I definitely got musical talent from my mom as well. She encouraged me to get into like high school band and whatnot. Rock fourth chair clarinet back in high school. That's right. Yes.
That's so wide open for a comment right there.
Spent a lot of time wetting my reed.
Moistening the reed.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely got that from my mom and my dad. Very, very hard worker, and I definitely got a nice sense of a work ethic through him. Never give up, keep going, head down, nose to the grind kind of thing. So.
Having that drive from your family.
Oh yeah.
I mean, my father and my mother were both involved in music, and I think that's why I'm so, just driven to go and be showing you guys know.
Yeah. Thanks, Mom and Dad, for allowing me to skip high school for band practice. Thank you guys. Now look at me.
Everyone in the band has done some other project or been a part of another band at one time or another. I noticed some of Jason's solo work made it onto American Capitalist, number 3, and Safety Duns in particular. Do you encourage reworking solo projects into Death Punch songs, or was that just a moment where you said, that sounds like a Death Punch?
Yeah, I mean, I just brought it up. I'm like, that riff is cool, dude. Why don't we rework that and make it work for us? So no, I mean, it's not, it wasn't necessarily planned out, but I just heard that again, and I was like, dude, that's...
Right. It is a ripping riff, I love it. Back from War is just amazing. I just love the guitar riffs. And then when I heard it, I was like,
it sounds familiar.
I was like, that's Jason. I went back and I played it. I was like, that's Jason. He just reworked it. It's great.
He's ripping himself off. Maybe he'll get sued.
Right? The drums in this record are amazing. Next to Vinnie Paul, I think you have the best drum sounding metal. So how do you achieve that full sound?
I go back to the studio and listen to what Kevin's done to him. Oh, it sounds awesome. We'll see you later. No, I mean, Kevin Turco, he's a sonic genius in my opinion, man. The guy's just got a dial. He worked under Mutt Lange for years, so he really kind of learned the tricks of the trade, But we did specifically work on dialing the drums in on this record. We wanted to make it a little better than War's the Answer, and I think we achieved it.
Oh, a little. I'd say a lot.
But
amazingly, the drums, they just kick you in the face.
Oh, don't stop. Don't stop.
Seriously.
It's all fixed in the computer.
Right? A little chop there, a little chop there. This one's for you. Being the new guy can be hard. So how do you feel your time with Death Punch has been so far?
It's been really good, honestly. I mean, we've gotten in there and meshed really well. Haven't had to deal with too much hazing at all. A couple things here and there, but no, it's been really good. I mean, how can you complain about coming in and stepping into this gig? I mean, seriously, it's a chance of a lifetime. It's like
I think I could find a way.
You had to work for it though. I sent an email.
Yeah. And another one for you. Will you be involved in the writing in the future projects?
I do write as well. I'm very comfortable with the stuff that they've come up with. Obviously, they're down to they got the formula down and writing great songs. So if I can contribute in a positive way and make songs better than what they are now, then I would assume I probably have some some input.
You can write any cover tunes, man? Cover tunes, my favorite tunes you all play.
I've been jamming your cover tune all day.
All day long. No, they're bad as hell.
Lyrically speaking, I think Death Punch has evolved. So, is there a reason for that? I mean, has something happened that's changed Ivan's writing style? Or?
He just writes about what he's feeling at the time, so, you know, it's really honest with him. It is what it is. I mean,
It feels more grown up this time. Like, I don't know, just that's the way it feels. It feels like it was really angry at first, and now
Yeah.
it's kind of gotten to the point where it just feels a lot more, I don't know.
It's almost more sarcastic, you know,
Right.
tongue in cheek. He even said that. He's like, he showed up to start the lyric process and the recording. He's like, I'm not angry right now. You know? I'm like, well, that's probably a good thing, dude. It's cool.
Right, right.
So, yeah, I mean, it's just, he writes what he feels at the time.
Right. Finally, Death Punch is a fans band. There have been many videos on YouTube showing you guys standing up for fans when security starts taking their job too seriously. So where does Death Punch stand on the issue of security versus fans, the battle that seems to rage between the two, and, you know, because this seems like it's kind of a growing issue now with some of these conflicts.
Security, I mean, they've got a job to do, you know, keeping people safe. And there's time to time you get, you know, the meathead in there that sees it as his chance to beat up on the people that are, you know, coming across the barrier, get a little overzealous. So anytime we see that, we're going to put a stop to it. You know, I mean, these kids have paid tons of money to come out here and see us, have been supportive. The last thing we want to let somebody do is, you know, put a fan of ours out on the stretcher.
Yeah.
So if we see it, it's going to stop for sure.
They're going out on a stretcher by their own doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, because they're having a good time, not getting their ass kicked.
Right. Yeah, and I mean, I've seen it at a few shows where it's been kind of, you know.
Yeah, luckily it's a rarity though. I mean, we don't really see it that often. So I mean, clubs are getting pretty good about you know, keeping their eye on the employees and getting the right people in there. So I mean, we definitely don't have a problem with security guards per se, but you know, you definitely get the one overzealous guy, and that's the one that
He's
ends
like,
up
I'm
on
a
YouTube.
security guard.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a
I'm
thrash.
400 pounds and this girl's 100 pounds. Here we go.
Yeah, that is the particular video that I remember seeing.
Oh, yeah.
They were